With the success of Destroy All Monsters, the crew at Toho decided there was still some more money to be made, but this next Godzilla movie would have an even lower budget than usual. And what would this next film be? What some people consider the worst Godzilla movie of all time. This is my review on 1969's All Monsters Attack. Taniyuki Tanaka wanted this movie to have a lot of monsters, but due to the budget, most of the monster scenes were made by using stock footage. My first encounter with this movie is when I saw the cover for Godzilla's Revenge, and I thought, oh sweet, another Godzilla movie, but as we all know, Godzilla's Revenge is just the English dubbing for this movie. I also think one of the many reasons that people hate this movie so much is because they watch the English dubbing instead of the original Japanese version, which isn't that bad. So far in my Godzilla review videos, I haven't really talked that much about the monster's roars, so I'll do that right now. Since the main character also has a bully named Gabara, Gabara has more of a cackle than a roar. And Manila's roar in this movie kind of sounds like Jurassi's from Ultraman. There are some attempts to make the stock footage not look like stock footage, I guess, but it falls short of believable with this one shot. So my guess on what they were trying to do here was cover up some people, but it just looks very funny and unbelievable. The thing I don't get about the Showa-era movies is that they don't like to have gore in the monster fight scenes, but in the human scenes, they just don't really care if they have violence or not. Throughout the movie, Manila is saying how his dad wants him to stand up to Gabara, and that's how the final fight scene begins between the two of them.
Godzilla says that I should learn to fight my own battles, you know.
Even though I wouldn't call this movie entertaining, watching Gabara beat up Manila is both hilarious and awesome. But then Godzilla steps in and he's like, okay, enough beating up my son. I love the music they play here. It's childish, but it perfectly matches the situation that Gabara's in. Speaking of music, the original soundtrack for this film wouldn't be composed by Kira Fukube or Masahiro Sato. Instead, it would be composed by Kunio Muicha. I know I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Anyway, back to the movie. After Oshiro congratulates Manila for doing this to Gabara, Oshiro then tries to escape the burglars, and yes, there are burglars in this movie. Sorry for not explaining that earlier. He also then uses the skills that he learned from Manila to escape the burglars. This has kind of started to remind me of Home Alone, with the kid trying to escape two burglars, one being more serious and one being, well, an idiot. All Monsters Attack would release on December 20th, 1969, and as we all know, it would not do very well. Like I said before, the main reason that people hate this movie so much is because they watch the English dubbing instead of the original Japanese version, and if you watch it and take it seriously, it isn't actually that bad. Although it's this movie that gets all the hate for stock footage use, even though the stock footage in Godzilla vs. Gigan is more of a drag. Although my feelings for this movie don't really change. I don't like the stock footage use, and I think they could make it better if they just had a higher budget. Well, let's just say this movie didn't do great, because the crew at Toho decided to take a little break from Godzilla. And by a little break, I mean 2 years. We wouldn't see Godzilla until 1971's Godzilla vs. Hedorah. And on that note, stay tuned for my next Godzilla review video.
Godzilla says that I should learn to fight my own battles, you know.